back, you guys, with Choking Hazzard. My name is Zach, and today we're going to be reviewing Kingdom, which is actually a samurai zombie show, and it's as cool as it sounds. Now, personally for me, I think the zombie genre has been kind of done to death already, and for about a decade too long. They've made countless zombie movies, they've made tons of zombie shows, they've made tons of zombie video games, and I like the video games. I actually do like some of the movies, because, you know, they're short and sweet, they're only 2 hours long, but the zombie shows, for me, have been very lackluster and kind of boring, to be honest. For example, shows like The Walking Dead was just, I don't know, after the second season, it was hard for me to get back into the show, and then when people tell me, oh, the next season's really good, or this season's really good, I'd watch it, and it's the same old shit over and over again. It was like a continuous loop, and I just think The Walking Dead's garbage, and you can quote me on that. But for the first time in years, I've watched a zombie show, and was like, damn, that was actually good. I'd like to keep watching this show, make another season. And that is Kingdom that we're talking about today. And you know, it's kind of strange because I feel like the advertisements for the show must have been bad because I didn't get any, like, advertisements for this show. The show was really good. Like, really, really good. A really good zombie show. It came out, I think, in 2019, which is, you know, zombies are still kind of relevant back then. And it was good. I just don't know where it was going. Like, Netflix didn't really advertise it on their streaming site, you know, Netflix. Didn't see them advertise it there, and I didn't see it advertised anywhere else, like Facebook or anything like that. So it's just kind of strange that I didn't get to hear about it till now. But anywho, let's just get back into the review. Now, I'm not going to spoil the plot for you guys because there's actually quite a few big twists and turns in the plot that I want you guys to witness for yourself and have it jump out at you, because I went into the show blind, and it really, like, I really liked it the way I witnessed it, so I would like you guys to witness it the same way. But what I will do for you guys is explain how Kingdom is different than other zombie shows and what it gets right compared to, like, let's say The Walking Dead. Number one, what I like about this show is it actually doesn't feel like a zombie show. And to be honest with you, it really isn't at all. This could be a positive or negative for you depending on who you are. Like, if you like the very general post-apocalyptic type of zombie shows, then you might be disappointed here. But personally for me, I find this to be an absolute positive. Usually most zombie shows or movies, the main theme is just survival, and then they have little, like, sprinkled plot lines within. But Kingdom is a little different because the main story isn't really about the zombies at all, and the theme isn't about survival like other post-apocalyptic zombie shows. So in this case, it's more about kind of this Game of Thrones battle between royal families and who's going to rule the country. And the zombies are just a means to tell the story instead of being, like, the only thing about the story, if that makes any sense, or the main thing about the story. The second reason I like Kingdom is that it is not about the post-apocalypse. What it's about is the outbreak of the virus. And that's just kind of a breath of fresh air for me, because most movies, shows, video games, they're usually about the apocalypse part of the zombie genre, you know what I mean? Everything's destroyed, society's crumbling, and, you know, there's just like a small group of survivors trying to survive in this very, very chaotic and zombie-filled world. Like, I don't find anything inherently wrong about the apocalypse or anything like that. It's just that usually when it's about a small group of survivors and the whole, you know, the whole society are just basically Walking Dead zombies, everybody has to be very slow and methodical with what they're doing. You know, they have to calculate what their next plan's gonna be, and they have to sneak around, and they have to, you know, there's lots of sneaking, there's lots of preparing. It's a survival show, right? And I love like survival shows. I love themes like that. It's just that sometimes I don't want, like, a very slow-paced zombie show, if that makes any sense. And I feel like Kingdom does the exact opposite of the whole apocalypse scene. Instead of being slow and calculated, Kingdom is more about trying to contain the virus and save as many people as possible. And the main character is a prince. His name's Prince Lee. Because he's the prince, he kind of owns the kingdom, so he has to try to save as many people as possible. He's a good ruler, if that makes any sense. He's not one of those, like, you know, I'm just trying to rule people and I don't really give a shit about anybody else. He actually has, like, some sort of honor to help the people out in his kingdom. So what's cool about the show is that he goes around trying to help these villages out that are being attacked by zombies, and he's trying to kind of block them in where, you know, they can't spread out, because he sees how, like, the virus is spreading and killing and wiping out everybody. So he ends up going to different villages, different locations in his kingdom to help out and kind of preserve everybody's life. And I find that to be a lot more actiony and less slow pace of like a zombie show. It's very quick. I like that. It kind of gives this this air of urgency in Kingdom, where the ruler, King Lee, or Prince Lee, he's he's trying to save people. And normally speaking, like, I watch zombie shows, I see people get eaten by zombies. I don't really give a shit about them, because it's a zombie show. People are just gonna eat and die. This one, I don't feel like I don't really give a crap about the villagers and stuff like that. But like, I feel as though there's more of like a more stakes involved, because Prince Lee, the guy that we're following, the main character, he's the ruler, so he has this obligation to protect his kingdom. So when he goes and tries to save people, it feels like there's more weightiness to having the villagers not die and stuff like that. I don't know. It just feels like that for me. And if you watch the show, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's just different. It's just a different show. And I find it just way more actiony. There's just more things going on, more events happening, and more interesting moments, because he has to bounce around to different locations, and he kind of has there's like an air of world building, because you kind of understand what the kingdom looks like after traveling to so many different locations. It's really cool. Number 3, what I like about the show is that Kingdom is set in the feudal Japan era. It's not Japan, it's Korea. There's another word for it. I just know feudal Japan a little bit better, so I'm going to say it here. It's about the same time period. In, like, let's say, for example, in this time period, the pinnacle of weaponry is a musket. It's a one-shot musket, where you have to, like, put the bullet in, load the bullet. Yeah, I'm just going to do that motion on camera. Put the bullet in, and then shoot it once, and you have to go through the whole thing again. One-shot musket, pinnacle of weaponry back then, you know? And I feel as though, because it is in a time period, you know, further back than modern day, it makes more sense for the zombie apocalypse to be happening. There's one-shot muskets, there's samurai swords, and there's bow and arrows, and that is it. And I feel as though the zombies are more dangerous, and they seem more threatening in this environment, because instead of having like that stupid loophole that they do in every other zombie show, movie, or whatever, where it's modern day, where the virus kills out like 90% of everybody, and then the people surviving that were immune to the virus are the ones that have to deal with the undead, I guess you'd say. And I just find that, like, really boring. They do it all the fucking time, and it's almost like a loophole to just get around the fact that we have modern weapons now. You know, it's like, this is a 50 cal, right? This shoots 600 rounds a minute. The bullets can go through brick walls. We have these things. Guess what? If we have these things in modern day, we don't have a zombie apocalypse. Just saying. Just saying. Plus, it's cool. I think it's just cooler. Having people with samurai swords fight the zombies, you know, like almost everybody, not like just one person they always have in a fucking zombie show that's like, I'm the samurai guy that has the samurai sword, and I kill zombies with a samurai sword. Everybody here is a samurai. They're all kick ass, and they just are trying to basically stop people from dying and kind of defend against their kingdom, which I just find that more compelling and a little bit more breath of fresh air than the usual modern day shebang with guns. That's all I'm saying. Fourth thing, the combat and the choreography in the show is just awesome. I don't know what it is with the Korean genre or whatever, because I've seen it on my wife's shows and stuff like that, but when there's actually fight scenes, the fight scenes are done so fucking beautifully. It's the choreography and everything. The cinematography in this movie is great. There's this one scene that I have it just like ingrained in my head. There's one guy that is a really good sniper. He knows how to use the one-shot gun, and he has to take out not just zombies, but there's a situation where he has to take out people. And there's all this smoke in the area from like the fires burning everything, and he's like hiding in rubble shooting people. It was fucking cool. It was really cool. And it felt almost like kind of like World War I-ish, but like with a one-shot rifle, and him being able to load really fast and stuff like that. It was really cool, really well done. The way they filmed that moment, and a lot of other moments in this show, it's just like, it's really pretty. The environments that they go to, very beautiful. Like they have this one scene, this guy's dying, he's bleeding out, and it's amongst all these white trees in the snow, and you're just like, damn, that's like really pretty. It's almost like picture perfect in some ways. And man, it's just good. And the way they do the fight scenes in these really pretty environments, it's just like, it's just visually orgasmic. That's all I have to say about that. It's just really pretty for a zombie show. Zombies are really creepy. The fight scenes are really cool. The way they attack the zombies and they kind of like guard everybody. Like it's just everything's really well done when it comes to the fight scenes. It's not like The Walking Dead whatsoever. Like if you watch The Walking Dead and you're just like, oh, that shit's cool. You watch the shit in this show, you're like, The Walking Dead. It's just like the fight scenes just look so shit there, you know, when they're defending or attacking zombies or people. Like it's just not nearly as cool as this show, like by like leaps and bounds. So I'm just saying, you guys, if you guys like zombie shows, sorry, God, I'm getting like gassy or something. I'm drinking a soda. That's probably the reason. So yes, if you guys like zombie shows and you've been kind of like sick and tired of the zombie genre because it doesn't seem to be changing up that much, this one might actually do something for you because it's really fucking good and it's different. The other thing is if you like samurai and that kind of feudal Japan sort of era, even though it's Korean in this show, you'll probably like this show because it really kind of shows off the culture. Like, actually, it does show off the culture, not kind of. It shows off their culture, but then like they put zombies in it. It's just really weird. It's strange, but it's so good. It is just so much better than any other zombie sort of content I've seen. Like by just like leaps and bounds. If you like zombies, please watch this show. I'm begging you. I love zombies. I've just been kind of sick of like the same trash they've been kind of recycling recently. And this one, man, just it's good. It's really good. So I'm gonna give this show an A+. Please, guys, if you like this type of content, please subscribe. I will be making more videos here soon. If you have any recommendations of what you want me to review, and try to make it stuff that's more, stuff that's either going to be coming out or, came out within the last couple of weeks. Don't be asking me to review shit that's like 3 years old, like people are not going to watch that review. But yeah, leave that down below. Like something that's new that's coming out that you want me to review. I'd like to know what you guys want me to watch. And thank you guys so much for watching. See ya! Hey, you made it to the end. That means you must enjoy my content, so go ahead and tap that subscribe button for me. And if you don't like my content, subscribe anyways. My videos are proven to make your schlong longer. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram for discussions and movie topics. And thank you so much for the support. You guys are awesome. See ya.